Alright, Aquarius. Let's get into this collective reading for any and all Aquarius placements. If you are aware of your birth chart at all, you may be aware of where Aquarius falls in your birth chart. If you have no idea about a birth chart at all, then that is okay. You don't need to know everything to feel like you get something that resonates for you. Just always remember to use your discernment and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Clear, honest message for Aquarius, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Hello. I bent that card a little. Oop. Coming out strong with I believe this is the Hierophant in regular tarot, but it's it's called the Ancestor, which essentially is very similar to Hierophant energy. What else? Queen of Pentacles, the Bear. Last card. I thought I felt something flip. Seven of Pentacles, healing. On the bottom of the deck, Three of Cups, joy. I want you to focus on the triangle that they're making with their beaks there. I forget which animal is this is, but if you recognize the animal that is depicted in this card, I believe it's a type of stork or something like that. I forget what they're called. Almost like a pelican, but not a pelican. They just remind me of pelicans. Could be a pelican, I forget. I remember looking up the Animal Association with this, and it had this symbol of rebirth that talked about the past, present, and future. The rebirth energy of recognizing all that has become you and all that is you and all that you are willing, wanting, desiring to be. Queen of Pentacles comes out kind of sideways. I'll hold it upright just so you can see the card. But we have Hierophant, or the Ancestor, Queen of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. There is something that involves you stepping outside of this, not shell, but it's a shell of an opportunity. Because once you break through it, it's like seeking out side of the shell is the opportunity in itself. The shell isn't the opportunity, it's what's outside this cave here for the bear. It's the healing being involved, because it's almost like that bear needs some healing too, and maybe this bear knows this person. They take care of that bear, they raise them and take care of their kin per se. This is all very metaphorical for you, Aquarius. But there is a stepping stone energy. You need to take each step with care, time, and grace for yourself. If you really don't do it that way, you just have so much apprehension, but then it's okay, small steps make you feel like these aspects of bringing healing to people, yourself, situations, it becomes a reality. Sometimes it's hard to see healing for just in anything in general, whether it's us or the world around us, but seeing that there's a small step towards it and then realizing that we're taking that small step towards healing, I think has been really eye-opening to what you choose to put your energy into. The Hierophant's like, okay, now you get it. Now you get yourself. Whatever this healing has allowed to open up for you to understand. It's like, okay, now you get it. But what are you going to commit to that will get you out of this hibernation of the heart and the mind? I think you've been really trying to find yourself through self-empowerment and sustainability, because when you find yourself being sustainable, that's like, I'm committing to myself, I'm committing to my energy, making sure that the seeds I'm planting, it's like making sure your cave's all good before you head out on your adventure. So it's fine that you have this cave and that you want to stay in this hibernation at times, but it's like a hibernation is a hibernation because it happens at a very specific time. We always have these dark, cold winters of our like hearts and our souls, and hibernating at that time is fine, but once it's over, it's like, okay, time to like clean up, make sure everything's good, and really step out into this new venture of the self. I feel like that's what's happening. How does one heal with all of this mumbo jumbo going on? But I think it's just taking a step will allow you to see how to best heal for yourself. What do we have for the Hierophant, the ancestor? What is needing to be clarified? The Fool. Does not mean you are a fool. It's a very big card of new beginnings, and how sometimes it feels foolish to step into certain new beginnings, but sometimes those new beginnings are the best thing for us and provide us with the most enlightenment that anything or any other experience ever could in the moment. Last card. We have the Fool, the Sun. What else? Hello. The Star. This is the Aquarius card in the tarot deck. So you yourself are coming out in this reading. The Hierophant says, you, the Fool, can step into this new beginning where you feel like you are taking no weight into this new journey. Enlightenment finds you. You feel great. It's like you feel young again. And you find yourself. You find yourself healing these small parts of you. And then it's like, okay, fun's over, let's go back home, kind of a thing. And you go back to your cave, and then you kind of look back, and you're like, I want that again. You can have it again. We are never done learning things about ourselves or things about the world or just finding enlightenment and enjoyment in things. Because I feel like enlightening yourself is just the love of learning. Whatever you want to learn, it could be like a specific skill, talent, job. You find so much enjoyment, fulfillment, and even enlightenment in discovering new things in this, like, ability, field. However you are currently choosing to live life for yourself in this current moment. Some of you have really understood how to live for yourself. But seeing this reality for what it really is, it's almost like, damn, I didn't think I could even feel this good with all of this cold barrenness around me. I feel like somebody feels like they're still out in the cold, but you're not anymore, in theory. It's more of in your mind and in your heart. And this is a sense of you're stronger than ever before, but I think this is where some hesitancy may falter, because the hesitancy comes from, hey, are we sure that we're strong enough to do this? The Emperor's coming out reversed, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Stones, it says, which is called the Bear. The Emperor reversed, Four of Cups reversed, and Two of Wands reversed. The reversed energy is just you thinking about all this. This isn't in reality. This is in your mind. So it's kind of in reverse to show me that it hasn't actually happened yet. It's all up here, happening up here in your brain, which is okay. Very introspective at this moment, which is very obvious when the Hierophant / the Ancestor comes out. There's a lot of learning need to be done. This is all educational. This is all like homework for your soul. Homework for your mind, body, and soul. And I think this is where you recognize the true stability in all of this is pursuing the thing that feels like this enlightened sense of self. When you feel like you are actually healing yourself because you're choosing this enlightened sense of self. It doesn't have to be enlightened like a spiritual awakening. It could be like, oh, this thing actually is really, like, I'm really curious to learn this specific subject in my field or in my job or in my, like, creative venture, whether it's, like, creative arts or just, there's a willingness to learn more and enlighten yourself more on specific things that involve you working on them. I don't know how to explain that other than, like, you're working on something and enlightened by the information that comes out of it. And I think providing space for that idea and that you to shine through provides even more ideas to how to bring it in your future. I think it's doing something that you're good at more often than you think you should, but it's also mainly understanding that consistency is always key. The path to this area of life you desire is very key to how you truly desire to be content with what you are building for yourself. We always want to be content with the creations and ideas that we create off of for ourselves. Seven of Pentacles, healing, gives me this energy of like all of this, hey, I want it to feel good for me, is the healing part. This is where you don't even realize, I think, some of the healing going on. Page of Wands, youthful energy out here. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords reversed. This is clarifying the Seven of Stones. And then on the bottom of the deck we have Six of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Wands was like slipping out, so we'll take those two. Talk about those in a second. Let's first discuss this really youthful, driven energy moving towards fulfillment, moving towards actual energetic fulfillment. Because one thing that makes you a little bit nervous about going towards this emotional fulfillment is you've got to recognize all the times that you didn't emotionally fulfill yourself, and that is okay. Releasing this and letting this go with passionate grace is giving yourself even more fulfillment. Remember that. Remember, the more you release, the more you find fulfillment in your soul, because I know that's what you feel inside your soul. And I know that fulfillment is what you are gaining, because we have a lot of signs here. The Eight of Wands gives me like this energy of either a lot of information, a lot of ideas, but sometimes it's a lot of signs and synchronicities happening in an area of, hey, you actually have some equal give and take with yourself. You actually know that you need to give something to the universe, or let something go to the ether and release it to the void, whatever you want to call it, in order to gain not only the thing that you want, but have space for it. You can't have space for these things if you hold on to all of the old, lacking emotions, behaviors, patterns, feelings. There's all sorts of things. A lot of different things that make us do, I want to say, it's like someone who constantly, because I feel like everyone has a friend that constantly drinks energy drinks every day, and you're like, have you drinking any water? And they constantly have to drink water with their energy drink to make sure that they stay hydrated. Not saying energy drinks are like insanely bad for you, but they kind of are. Listen, we all have a way to get our caffeine, so I'm not gonna like crap on anyone for doing that. But understanding that, like, oh, okay, like, yes, you understand that is not necessarily like the best thing for you. Like, I have coffee here. Coffee isn't really the greatest thing. It's the same amount of dehydration you're gonna get from any kind of energy drink. But I'm aware of that, and then I actually just plan accordingly. But the only thing is, I drink all my water. And then also, it's like small things of like, you don't need to eat healthy, but you can just be aware of, oh, I had protein today, I had a carb today. Was it a good carb or was it a bad carb? Because there are good carbs and there are bad carbs. And it's also understanding if you need more like iron in your diet, kind of protein, or other different benefits from protein. Or let's say you need to eat more fish because fish gives you a good amount of magnesium. There's like small things to just be aware of like, oh, like, have I had a vegetable? No, let me just throw something random in this dish just to have something. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it does need to be consistent and believed in, hey, this is actually fulfilling you. Because I feel like you're lying to yourself when you say this isn't fulfilling you, because healing is all that you are about, Aquarius. This is your card. The star card, the healing card in the tarot deck is your card. That is the Aquarius card. So don't lie to me when you say that you don't feel good when you heal yourself. Because in fact, you do heal others along the way. Isn't that the joy in all of it? Thank you for letting me read your cards, Aquarius. That is all I have for you, and that was wonderful. Thank you. This is a really cool reading. I feel like I want to like give you a hug and then like also like kind of give you a little nudge to like go and live your life, to be like, go, I want to see all the cool things you do. I'm so proud of you. You're doing fucking amazing, and I feel like some of you need to hear that. But allow that trust in yourself. Believing in yourself is the most healing thing in the world sometimes. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this reading. Thank you for letting me read your cards. And we are not ending on Twitch just yet, but for anyone who is watching this recording on YouTube in the future times, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.